the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich, all in love with her. She just wanna be in VIP with it. Don't blame me, oh, they just shame me. Had to get it how I got it on my own to be. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty sort of treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah.
On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, I'll let it, yeah. Halo on me, Saint Laurent, yeah.
Back now on EA Sports as we welcome you to Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
It's the Steelers with possession as we jump back into the action in the third quarter.
Oh, I thought I got rid of this game. Oh, well.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Out of here.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. That's pulled in at the 32. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now Foles. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for.
And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 41 yards. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away.
That's right, Jay. Come on, baby.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
There's just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
That's right, Grant.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Are they really
They're going to
thinking
try
about
and
going
keep
for
hope
it?
alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Oh, that might have got my ass.
And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles
okay, I
are
went
take
offsides.
over
We
in
good.
great field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
He almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
You're darn right we are. But I don't want to run it.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And
what
the
just
Steeler
happened?
defense able to come up with a stop. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams
I don't even know what just happened.
They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And on 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger.
Get your ass.
This one complete, right side to McDonald. And they'll get it up just short
And
of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell.
He jukes y'all's ass.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
I'm gonna sack your ass.
Escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. He gets it to Brown. Good play.
Damn, he juked my
And
ass.
he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown from 21 yards away. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That time, a 6-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They run again with Ajayi. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Ajayi. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They'll toss it to Ajayi.
I could have
And he is going to lose yardage.
I really
here.
need to
Whistles
learn
now and a
how to play
timeout.
this
So
game.
defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to.
Foles.
I was about to say that's an interception.
They need it. It's intercepted.
But it shouldn't be because he should have stepped out of bounds.
Joe Hayden with it. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
Still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. He's back to throw. And he's got some space here. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. The Steelers on third down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. James has it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Man open left side is Brown. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. And they'll get up and spike it right at 40 seconds to go. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
Yeah. Young Gerald. Yeah. Yeah. Die line with the boom pow. Every week now I switch to a new style. 212s in the back just blew out. Everything I do end up in the news now. Yeah. Lead a club with a few now. Just some Hollywood girls and they do. I'm in the mood now. 2 a.m. What you wanna do now? What you wanna do now? Little baby pass. Don't spill on me. That's Margella. Got this Oakland game to tell her. She look familiar. At Coachella, what's her name? Isabella. Forget it. Yeah. It's like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna function, got some places we could go. Lockjaw got me.
Select the team you want to join. Don't worry, you'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second.
Yes.
Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right.
Say less. You ain't go. Say less. Yeah. Say less. Hey girl, what it do? If you got friends, cool, bring a few through. No fun if the homies now R.I.P. Nate Dogg, this too true. And you know what I'm down for. Round 2, round 3, and a round 4. Move switch when she knocked at the front door. Next up was the uproar. Yeah, was like a week ago, but we both know how weekends go. Tryna tuck off, got some places we could go. Swear she got the like wow, she's blessed, I'm blessed. I don't GA. I'm tryna. Yes. Say less.
Your season starts now.
Say less.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
You ain't go. Say less.
Sheesh. What you saying? I don't understand.
Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but does come with risk.
Sheesh. I swear this lock shot got me stuttering. Girl, you so fine, I fall in love again. Sheesh, get it, my favorite rush. You talkative, ain't gotta say too much. Be quiet, who got some grapes? I'm trying to. I'm all board for these. Get it, not complicated. No conversation. Get it, not complicated.
Make sure your squad's ready to fire on all cylinders by prepping this week's game plan.
Say less.
An offensive and defensive game plan has been pre-selected based on your weekly opponent's tendencies. You can change your game plan anytime before starting.
Yes, on yes, on yes.
Each week you can focus train 3 players for extra experience. It's a good strategy to develop your rookies while they are young. Once you have made your game plan and focus player decisions, choose to start training and head down to the practice field.
Say less. Say less. You ain't got, you ain't got. Say less.
I go out for my squad and I put that on God. Squad? All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad? Yeah, they gon' look at you different when you moving forward. But you stick to the code, you get yours, I get mine. Squad? Yeah, I go extra high for my entourage. Check my repertoire, Jim Jones. Everywhere I go, you know it's reppin' time. It's reppin' time. When Latifah ready, when we set it off, we set it off. If they sleeping on me, I'ma wake them up. They fakers. I really do. I'm caking up the rent is due. Plus I got my mama and my kiddies too. They growing up. Time is moving faster. What we wasting for? No holding back. Got a lot to prove. I owe you that we all we got. I go out for my squad and I put that on God. Squad. All I got is my word and my word is my bond. Squad. Yeah, they gon' look at you different when you moving forward.
Guys, last time we were out here, the coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you. So let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right?
All I got is
This one is for gold.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. You're taking the first steps towards success in this league. But don't fall back and get lazy. There's more steps ahead, so you got to keep it up.
God.
Hey, you know what, man? That was pretty dang good. And you know what's really scary? It gets me even more excited.
Kick your season off by starting your first game.
Yeah. Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, every day I'm shot callin'. I'm a spray. Make it rain just to let you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, I've been ballin'. Yeah, just to let you know I'm ballin'. I'm a spray. Make it rain just to let you know. Tell a hater get up on my face. Yeah, I've been ballin' since like yesterday. Yeah, all this money all up in the way. All this money in the way. You know that I'm walking with the brain. Yeah, water, diamond on my ring. You know that I'm rockin'. Yeah, you know I've been ballin'. Ay, yeah, you know I've been.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Eagles going up against the Redskins. With that, let's call in our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, with this opening week matchup.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and what an NFC East battle we get right away. The Redskins last year, 8-7-1. The Eagles just a bit worse in the cellar at 7-9. But both of these teams, Charles Davis, enter 2017 thinking the NFC East is up for grabs.
And Washington made some big moves in the offseason, changed some things up with their coaching staff, had a nice draft. In Philadelphia, they're going to ride that young quarterback named Carson Wentz. If he has a big second year, look out. The Eagles think that they can fly once again.
And his first pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down.
All right, come on. We won't let it set us back.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle.
Oh,
and he's
ankles.
Down, getting this one up to about the 35. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Complete. Smith has it. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script.
Why are you
for that opening drive? So part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
How can it be a tie as a final? That is stupid.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left.
It was a running option. It was a running option. Why didn't he run? Why didn't he hand the ball off?
For a loss of 4. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
And they're going to run a blitz here, more than likely.
Working from the gun, Wentz.
Why are you just standing there?
He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Yeah, we're going
for it. Great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
I pressed it. I pressed it.
He goes down for a sack. The rookie from Alabama, Jonathan Allen. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. This is the first carry for Rob Kelly. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Michael Kendricks. And there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. The Eagles offense heading out now, a team with big hopes in 2017, but a franchise that's been in neutral for a while now. You have to go back to January of 2009 for their last playoff win, and I don't think getting there, Charles, is going to be easy in the NFC East.
What a great starting point. A franchise-level quarterback in Carson Wentz going into a second season. Defense continues to improve, and it
yeah, it was a terrible throw. Maybe not.
Tennessee, who they'll play.
LeGarrette Blount. Touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, 79 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
Attaboy.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play. A long touchdown pass into the end zone. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Get a look at the Washington Redskins as they come out on offense, and this is a crew that's
everybody's
make some noise
getting
in the
in
NFC
there.
East, coming off back-to-back winning seasons for the first time since 96-97, so they are trending upward.
Yes, they are, and Kirk Cousins is leading them on offense. He's the guy that people continue to question. Yet every year he puts up big-time numbers. Able to fling it around, they're able to run it well. I love their offensive scheme, but I do know that they want to get better on defense, and they went to the University of Alabama, their first 2 picks, in order to try and get that done. Jonathan Allen, defensive lineman, Ryan Anderson, outside linebacker. They'll need both of them to play well if they want to chase down the teams in front of them in the NFC East.
They'll go again with Kelly, and he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Rob Kelly was the #3 rookie runner in the NFL in 2016 behind Ezekiel Elliott and Jordan Howard. What a nice start for him.
Seemingly out of nowhere because he was undrafted, and I think ready to put his imprint on this Redskin franchise.
One reason, he can do everything. Run it with power inside, catch the ball out of the backfield, and also pass protects really well for his quarterbacks.
And this is going to be incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now Sproles, twisting away. Oh, able to avoid him. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. From midfield, here's Wentz. He sets to fire deep. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Reminder that later tonight, we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
taken down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Well, this is brought in by Pryor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Cousins hooking up with his new target Pryor for a Washington first down.
Okay, educate me, because we just saw Terrell Pryor come down with a nice catch there with his new team in Washington, of course, in 2017 coming over from Cleveland. But Terrell Pryor, 1,000-yard receiver in 2016 himself. Washington lost 2,000-yard receivers, too.
R. Kelly. Yo.
2,000-yard receivers in one offseason. Deshaun Jackson, Pierre Garçon now gone. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Get your ass down.
This go around, he's hit behind the line and taken down. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Are you kidding
hate to
me?
see this week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Are you kidding me?
The Redskins on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. And out come the Eagles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down.
I knew that.
That was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Ertz has it left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
They'll run it now out of the gun. LeGarrette Blount past the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blount already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the Bengals out to the early advantage. Giovanni Bernard on his way to what could be a record day. He's over 100 yards in the first half alone. Now it's Chris Thompson on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. To throw is Cousins. Completes it right side to Dodson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doctson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, Cousins. He's going to air one out.
And it
shot
won't be
taken on
good.
3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence...
LeGarrette Blount, he's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. LeGarrette Blount on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
I'll give left side, Kelly. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Redskins on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it, and so we'll see what happens. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Tressway now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Sproles, the return. Sproles so quick and agile. So we've reached halftime here on... All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Holding offense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
They'll hand it off to Kelly. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Cousins now on second down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Caught on the right side, Reed. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Here's Tressway now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Ertz over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now Wentz again. And he dumps it off to Blunt. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his...
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt tying a career high with his 4th touchdown of the game. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything leads him.
Back now at FedEx Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. A look look at Washington as they come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now LeGarrette Blount gets set to go again on offense. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
He's going to bed.
They'll run again with Blount.
Not too bad.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Play fake to Blount. Now it's Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep. It got his man complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 71 yards. And the Eagles are pouring it on. What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. Looking like they're going to move to 1-0 right now.
Not really unusual in the NFL, though, is it? Because we always talk about every year, 8-8 is kind of the baseline for everyone, plus or minus. And we've seen many teams go from worst to first. I know it's 1 week, but still, they're starting to think to themselves, we've got a chance this season.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And some room to roam now. And avoids the contact by sliding. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down. The Redskins on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing is Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Cousins to his big target. Reed and the Redskins have a first down.
I don't think there's any question that Jordan Reed is as athletic as any tight end in the league. All right, I don't think there's any debate about that. The hard part is just him being able to be healthy.
And when he's on the field, though, boy, does he take them to another level, doesn't he?
He certainly does. Changes the game for them because they can use him in so many different spots and create mismatches against the defense.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Second down, Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or what we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. It's brought in by Doxson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Cousins, and his throw is incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Brandon Graham coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack. That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Wentz now giving to Blunt on the draw. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Again, here's Blunt. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Darren Sproles! And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them.
Well,
this is mad.
The Redskins aren't having a necessarily good first game. Yeah. 42-0 was the final. My boy Carson Wentz with the Eagles. Yeah. Sproles just ran for a 54-yard touchdown to end the game.